Hi, my name is Mazzy Hernandez, and this is week 6 of Anatomy and Physiology, part 2 of spring 2019. And today is the 14th of April. And in this video, I was told that I have to pretend that I just ate a cheeseburger, and then I have to describe what would happen to the cheeseburger during the digestive process. So, first, when you begin to when you see the cheeseburger, your brain activates your salivary glands, and that causes you to salivate. So that's the first step. As the salivary glands will wet and break down the food when it's in your mouth, and they say typically that's gonna break down like the soft part, like the bread on the outside. Um, and then the teeth will be the breaking down of biting the pieces that you want to eat off and then breaking them into smaller pieces. The tongue is what brings the saliva into the food. So that is also what helps in breaking down the food particles with your saliva. Next is the pharynx, and the pharynx is what helps you to swallow. And when you swallow, it pushes the food down to your esophagus. And once it gets to your esophagus, the esophagus is the pathway from your mouth to your stomach. And the stomach is what stores and breaks down the food using the acid in your stomach. And it turns your food, or in this case, a cheeseburger, into like a soupy consistency that is just being further broken down and more broken down so that it could eventually be passed to exit your body. The next part, not necessarily that the food goes into it, the same way that it goes from the esophagus to the stomach, but the liver breaks down and it breaks down and builds biological molecules and stores vitamins and iron. And the gallbladder um, stores and concentrates bile. And this all aids in digestion, and it helps your stomach and everything to do what it needs to do. Then from the stomach, it goes into the small intestine, and this is the final stage of digestion. This is where all whatever the stomach couldn't break down is broken down here to the best of our body's ability. And the large intestine is the next part, and so it goes from the small intestine to the large intestine, and the large intestine reabsorbs some water and ions, and then it forms the shape of the feces, and it stores it there. And then next, it would go to the rectum, where it stores and expels the feces, and then the final stage is the anus, where it actually exits the body, and that's the final stage of the cheeseburger. So yeah, it starts off in your mouth, esophagus, the stomach, and simultaneously the gallbladder and the liver are doing their jobs to store the vitamins from the food that we just ate and make sure our body retains the vitamins and minerals that it needs from the food. And so that's why they're so important. But I know from a personal experience that the gallbladder can be a little bit of a nuisance and not work at times. And your body knows how to function even without it. And I don't have mine because it gave me a lot of trouble because it could create gallstones and what they call gallbladder attacks. And if it becomes an issue, it can be removed, and then the system can just work as it is because liver, will help with the bile and the stomach and everything. Everything can still be broken down due to that. Pretty quick to explain process. But thank you. That's my video, and thank you for watching.